you will notice that storage has one row added, but what about memory? Memory has no additional row added because we queried. We did not add any new information. So now let's add one more information. Welcome to Techie Talks AI. I'm Sri from Shogini. On this channel, we bring you hands-on demonstrations and insights into the latest tools and trends to help you get started with ease. Don't forget to subscribe and be a part of our journey into the future of technology. Hi, welcome to another video on AI chatbots. We are focusing on these videos on the types of agents. So we saw a number of videos on agentic chatbot. We also saw how we can add memory to our agents. So this video is a sequel to our previous video on agentic memory. In this video, we will go deeper into memory and see how the agent uses the memory, long-term memory and short-term memory. So before we proceed, let's look at the things we know at this time. Here is the user that is querying the large language model through an agent. In these examples, we are using Agno library to build our agents. If there are no tools, agent will pass our query directly to the LLM and the response will be filtered and back to us. If we offer RAG, what this will offer is local knowledge. Local knowledge is added to our query. So if this chat system is meant for a dental clinic, if this local knowledge talks about the parking space in that clinic, if somebody asks, do you have parking space? This agent will know that this question is pertaining to local knowledge. So it will query the RAG, find the relevant chunks, and then pass it on to the LLM to give the proper context so that proper response will come back to the user. Now, why do we need tools? This LLM is a large language model. It is not designed to accurately calculate, for example, say trigonometric high precision calculations. It has no idea. So when you want predictable results in calculations or accessing database or taking the current weather or searching the net, all these things LLM can't do. So when such queries come, the LLM will send the query back with the properly formatted functions and the parameters, and agent will pass that to the tool and get the response back and then pass it back to the LLM. So there is back and forth communication happening between the agent and LLM. Now, why do we need storage and then memory? So this memory is a short-term memory, whereas the storage is a longer-term memory. We are going to understand these two things in this video. So let me read out my notes on it. So in the context of Agno, agent memory refers to short-term memory. It is a temporary information agent stores in the current session so that it remembers the past interactions, whereas the storage refers to long-term storing of information. So users' multiple sessions, historical interactions will also be saved in the storage. So memory will only have the current interaction, whereas storage will contain all the past interactions of the user. So why this is important? So keeping the memory small and focused will improve the performance of the agent. Now let's look at its working. So here is the placeholder website, and here we have our chatbot, and this is the chatbot that we are using to learn our agentic behavior. Okay, so instead of looking at this chatbot in this small window, we are going to open it in a big window. Okay, so now before we use this, I just want to show you another interface that I have created to demonstrate the working of storage and memory. So I am restarting this page, and here it says there is a memory.db, and it says database contains no tables. Then we also have storage.db, and that also has no tables. So this is the clean slate which we are going to use to begin our experiments. So now I'm going to say, I am Sri. I love running long distances. So see here, it is calling the update memory function of the agent. It's saying, nice to meet you, Sri, etc. Now let's look at the memories. So we have storage DB and we have memory DB. So let's first look at the memory DB. So here we have one row added to the Agno agent's memory DB. If you select this, remember the entire code, including this Shogini agent memory explorer, is available for you to access free. The link is in the description. Okay, so the memory DB has a field called memory, and the row, this one row that it added, says Sri loves running long distances. And see here, it adds another sentence, user's name is Sri and they love running long distances. So it is collecting pertinent short-term information. Okay, so now I am also a vegetarian. So it's updating memory and saying user is a vegetarian. Now let's refresh the memory. See, one more row has been added to the memory, and that row says user is a vegetarian. Okay, so, and the first row has my name and I love running information. Now let's look at the storage. Storage also has two rows. I'm going to look at the latest row. So here, I am also a vegetarian is the latest run. Tool calls none. It didn't have to call any tools. And this is what is the interesting. In the long-term storage, Agno maintains a summary. Okay, so this can refer to an episode. So this can be a caption to an episode. The user mentioned that they're a vegetarian and the assistant offered help with vegetarian meal recommendations, blah, blah, blah. Topics, vegetarian diet, meal recommendation, restaurant bookings. Then memories, user's a vegetarian. Then memories, Sri loves running long distance. User's name. So here in this summary and this memories will keep on growing as we use those two elements will contain the essence of our interaction in the long-term memory. So let me ask, my birth year is 1956. Okay, so it's updating memory. So let's refresh, and storage has got one line. Let's look at the summary of the storage. Okay, so here we have the summary. User shared their birth year with the assistant. So now memory has got 3 items. First one has my name and loving running. Second one is about vegetarian, then year of birth. See this? So if you fetch this information from the agent memory, you can create the context when you query this system, so that responses will be tuned according to this. So then finally, let's look at the memory and see what the latest memory will contain. See, latest memory element will contain only the latest pertinent information. So memory is a short-term storage of pertinent information, whereas storage will accumulate pertinent information into memories and summary. Clear? I hope this makes it very clear. When you build your own agentic framework, these two aspects you can appropriately use. Now if I ask, can you tell me my age? See, it remembers my birth year and is able to find my. So let's look at the memory. See, when I queried without giving any additional information, memory did not increase. There is no extra information added to the memory. Do you see this? Whereas storage has an extra row added. Can you tell me my age? So now this makes the difference between storage and memory very, very clear, isn't it? Now let me ask an unconnected question. What is 2 plus 2? Okay, so now if you see, if we refresh, you will notice that storage has one row added, but what about memory? Memory has no additional row added because we queried. We did not add any new information. So now let's add one more information. Was working with KLM Airlines. Now this will add row to memory. Let's check. Our memory had 3 rows. See here, user was working with KLM Airlines. So that is the difference between storage and memory for an agentic framework. Okay, now how do we run it? All you need to do is to git clone the repo URL that I have shared in the description. And after you clone, you will get this Techie Talks AI folder. cd into Agno AI Chatbot 008 agentic memory exposed. And there you have the SQLite viewer as well as this application, including the sample demo website. All you need to do is to docker compose up --build to start everything. You need to, of course, have Docker installed on your system. You don't need to install any other libraries. Okay, so that is it for now. Please like, share and subscribe, and see you again in another insightful video like this. Bye-bye.